Welcome back to Crypto Coin News. My name is Zach, and today we're doing something very interesting. A lot of you guys ask me, how can I turn a $1,000 investment into $1 million in the cryptocurrency space? Well, today we are going to answer that question and show proof to how it's actually possible to take $1,000 in investment and turn it into $1 million in as little as 1 year. But before we get into this video today, guys, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications. If you're new around here, we do 3 to 5 cryptocurrency videos every single day. So if you're a cryptocurrency investor or you're just interested in the cryptocurrency space, then subscribing is definitely not a bad idea. And if you enjoyed this video and the concept of it, hit that like button and let us know in the comment section which investments you're looking to make right now in the altcoin or cryptocurrency marketplace. But okay, let's get into it. So right now on the screen, I have a snapshot, a historical snapshot of CoinMarketCap, the website, from February 19, 2017. So about 1 year and 3 days ago. So 368 days to be exact. And Bitcoin was trading for $1,053, Ethereum for $12.81, Ripple was trading for 1/2 of a penny, and Litecoin was at $3.78. So this was about the time last year when I was looking at Litecoin around the $4 point. But let's just go over some simple math. So let's say you were to buy Ripple, I should say, at 1/2 of a penny. Okay, so if you were to take $1,000 last year on February 17th and buy yourself Ripple with the full $1,000, you would be looking to get 200,000 Ripple. Now, if you sold at Ripple's historical high of $3.80, this is what your profit would have been. So $3.80, and you would have made $760,000 off a $1,000 investment. So this goes a long way to show that you don't need tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in this space to make a fortune. You can make a fortune if you choose the right project and get behind it early. So you've got to be combing the cryptocurrency space constantly to find these projects, and that's why subscribing to channels like ours and other crypto channels is definitely recommended, as we sometimes do stumble across these projects. But you have to hold. Obviously, Ripple didn't go from 1/2 a penny to $3.80 overnight. I think it was about 20 cents in early December. So it literally didn't move much throughout the year. Yes, 20 cents, you would have made decent money. But if you would have held it until the beginning of January, that's when you would have seen $1,000 turn into over $750,000. Now, the same can be said with any of these cryptos. So let's say you put $1,000 into Litecoin. Okay, so at the time, if you would have put $1,000 into Litecoin, it was $3.78. You would have got 264 Litecoin, and at its all-time high, I think it was at, let's say about $400, because it ranged from different exchanges. You would have made $105,000. So obviously, some of these X themselves a lot more than others, but $105,000 from 1,000 in 1 year is not a bad start. Now, if you would have put that 1,000 into Bitcoin, you would have made about $10,000. So obviously, there's the right and the wrong choices if you're looking to see multiple X, but there's also the safe choices. To turn one Bitcoin at $1,000 into a $10,000 Bitcoin would have been pretty impressive over the year. If you would have sold at the high, you could have made $20,000 off your $1,000 investment. Now, Ethereum at $12.81, if you were to buy $1,000 worth of this, and this is a really fun experiment, guys, to kind of prove the point of hodling, and then you would have sold it at its high of, I think, about $1,500. It might have been a little higher than that. You would have made $117,000 off of an Ethereum investment of $1,000 a year ago to this date. Now, if we look at the top 10, there's some coins that we don't even see here anymore. MadeSafe coin is well below the top 200, I think, or in the top 200 somewhere. Steem's not quite number 12, but this was at 12 cents, so you could have even made serious gains off that. The GX DAO has been as high as, I think, $400, and it's at $9.42. And I don't even know if Neo is even on this right here. So Neo, so 12 cents. Let's say you were to put $1,000 into Neo last year at 12 cents, okay? And then you were to ride this 8,300 wave to its $196 high. You would be sitting on $1.6 million if you would have got on Neo at 12 cents last year. $1.6 million from $1,000 investment a year ago. And that just goes to prove a lot can happen in 1 year. I know some people are going to state, well, the crypto market was so small a year ago. We're still a very, very small marketplace. And you guys got to remember that $430 billion market cap is nothing in the world of finance. We could one day look back and see a $20 trillion market and be like, wow, that $400 billion, that would have been crazy to get in on that stage. And that's where we are now. And that's why I really do believe you got to find the projects you think are going to have success now, get in on them, because this market, yeah, even if the project is a top 5 cryptocurrency and it already has a massive market cap, that doesn't mean anything, because these massive market caps, air quotes here, are no longer going to be massive 3 to 5 years from now. And even if you buy into Bitcoin, you could still see 10x or maybe even 20x, a few years from now on Bitcoin. Obviously, I think Ripple and Neo and cryptos like that, we're going to see a lot more growth, and Ethereum, but we'll just have to see. But let's continue down. BitConnect, that's almost worth the exact same. So let's clear this off. So 1.6 million, Neo would have been a massive winner, guys. Let's continue down and see if we can find anything. Navcoin was trading for 3 cents. Let's continue down, see if we can find anyone that I know the current, the highest price of off my head. I think Steam was like $8 at one point. So if we look at this, if you would have gotten in at Steam, you wouldn't have made as much money. It was 12 cents a year ago, but there's a lot of money to have been made in this space. Monero, okay, let's say you put $1,000 into Monero divided by, what was it, trading for $13.29? I think Monero was a lot higher than $700. Let's just say 800 just to be safe. It might have been higher than that, but $60,000 off an $1,000 investment. That's the proof of holding. Just for 1 year, if you would have held for 1 year, you could have made on Neo alone almost $1.7 million off a $1,000 investment. That's why personally I'm investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm going to be investing in Ripple. I'm in Litecoin. I'm in Neo heavily. I'm in a lot of projects that I think are going to continue to be in this top 10, top 20, top 30 moving forward into the next 5 or 10 years. Because if you look at this, some of these cryptos don't even, they're barely relevant anymore. MaidSafeCoin, Augur, Factum, Icon, Omia, they're like not even relevant cryptos anymore, not even near the top 100. A lot of these cryptos have fallen off the wayside. Game Credits is still around. Stellar was 0.02 cents, so let's say you got in on Stellar last year. Let's do that because a lot of people I know hold Stellar. Let's divide it by 0.002, okay? And then you would have owned 500,000 of these, and at Stellar's all-time high, I think it was roughly $1, you'd have $500,000, which would be pretty insane. A lot of these had potential for massive gains, and like I said, that is the power of holding that goes into the lesson of holding. If we go to the current coin market cap right now and look, yeah, these prices look really steep, and it's like, well, is the room for gain over? Is it gone? No, I think as time passes, this 400 billion obviously will just be a small blip in the radar, especially if you look at overall market cap here. It just looks like the smallest of blips, and yeah, we have growth now, but this growth one day I think will look like these small blips as we definitely push that $1 trillion mark, then $2 trillion, and then as soon as we hit that 5-10 trillion, we're becoming an industry staple. And at 5 to 10 trillion market cap, a lot of these projects are going to be massive. I think Neo one day will be a $400 billion cryptocurrency, and I think that's it within the next 2 years. I think after this year, it'll be over $100 billion cryptocurrency with about a $1,500 price point, but I think we could see Neo get as high as $6,000 or $10,000 in price point in the next couple of years, and I feel strongly with that with Litecoin as well. I think we could see a lot of rise in Litecoin in the future, especially if it's adopted by consumers and starting to be used as an actual cryptocurrency. I think Ripple is going to see huge growth in the next few years and definitely be at that $15 or so price point, or maybe even higher than that, especially with the use cases. Same with Ethereum and Bitcoin. They're all going to rise together. So it's a very exciting time, and you have to remember in times like this, if you were holding a year ago Neo with $1,000 invested, you would have made $1.7 million to date. So that is an insane thought, and I think that should help strengthen any hands out there that have any doubts in this space, as obviously, yes, the risk and the wait is brutal. It can be brutal waiting to become a millionaire, because most of us in our minds want to be there today, but who knows, 1 year from now, your life could be so different with just the smallest of investment, especially if you find the right project. And I think some great projects are out there. I think Substratum could be massive. I think, Funfair could be huge. Wax, Neblio, ELA. There's so many great projects out there that are going to really just revolutionize this industry and the cryptocurrency industry. Binance Coin as well. There's just so many great projects out there that I just want to get my hands on a lot of them, and I believe a lot of us will find massive success as long as you're willing to get into positions and hold. So if you have 100% of your portfolio and you're kind of impatient, maybe dedicate 75% to hodling, to where you put it in a few positions and you lock those away on a cold storage wallet, and you put that in the bank safety deposit box. Say do not open until 2020, because I guarantee by 2020, if you made the right investments, you'll be a millionaire if you have at least $1,000 to invest today. Now, that's if you made the right investments. And then the other 25% can be used to quench your thirst of swing trading, day trading, or just hopping in on new cryptos. So definitely take that strategy. I bought myself a few Trezor wallets the other day, and I'm syncing them up and putting them in a safety deposit box, because I believe that will help me ever have the urge to be like, well, Bitcoin's at 50,000, time to sell it and buy some other alts. No, I think there's a lot of precious value in holding these cryptos, even when you think they're at a ceiling, because with a market cap like this, none of these cryptos are at their ceiling. None of them. I think a lot of them have a lot of space to grow, and I think next year we could be refreshing this market, and I could be making the same video, and NEO could be a $2,500 crypto, and Ethereum could be a $3,000 or $4,000 crypto. And the same with Ripple. Ripple could be a $10, $15 crypto, and Bitcoin could be a $50,000 crypto, and it could be a much different landscape. So it's something I'm excited for. Let me know what coins you guys are snatching up, what coins you're hodling, what coins you're swing trading. I would love to hear everything down below in the comment section. Subscribe and turn on those notifications if you're new. Like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter, CryptoCoin News with a Z. The link is down below in our description box. But thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next video, happy trading and goodbye.